We are back in studio, ties together. We're just gonna rip the band-aid off on this one and start the show in video. Well, we'll see if we'll put this video out there. We're just three chubs in studio, but as always, well, not last week, but Sumo's back in action this week, hanging out, repping the gear. Sports, hockey, playoffs. Playoffs! We're talking playoffs! And as guest, we haven't had a guest in like fucking, 4 of these or something like that? We have been slacking. I can't get over the anxiety of trying to accept people and hit them up anyways. But Jacob is here with us. Jacob is, I don't know what you would call him, a man of many talents, he's got like souls and fingers and a necklace. He's got, spicy Latinas hitting him up constantly. His lady won't probably like that I said that. But, yes, Jacob's in studio as well. And, we're just going to rip and fucking, I don't know. What are we going to, you guys want to hit on abortions? You guys want to fucking talk, what else do we got here? Who did what? Fuck. I have a bunch of things written down, but I don't like looking back at it
right now. I don't want to listen to you right now. I want to listen to Jacob.
You want to listen to Jacob? Well, Jacob's got to pull his mic closer to him.
Well, you can talk about it.
This is where we set him up. See, now he's going to be too high.
What? I don't care. It goes down even if he's...
Yeah, like that.
It goes down, it goes up. When I'm done editing. I edit all the audio
give
in
us
here.
a little background on you're getting done tomorrow, right? With school. College is over tomorrow for Jacob.
Oh, you're done tomorrow?
Yeah,
done tomorrow.
Oh, so this is like a fucking graduation episode.
Yeah,
holy
graduation.
shit!
I wore my cap and gown up in here.
Yo! I didn't know that shit. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, what? Can we play the Kanye song?
Yeah.
For real.
You get down copyrighted?
Oh, you can play a little bit.
What'd you graduate with? Like, you
Welding.
Okay.
Yeah, I go to Minnesota West in Granite, so I'm just happy to be done driving there every day. Met a bunch of homies there, though, dude.
It's only, like a...
4 days a week this semester.
So, what time do you have to be there?
It starts at 8.
It's only like 35, isn't it?
Yeah, as long as I leave by 7:30, I'll make it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, my,
I guess same
I got
kind of
land out
routine
there.
for work for you, though, so it doesn't really change, does it?
Yeah,
It's not really going to work?
Yeah, just because, I'm in Marshall, I could just have to be there by 8. And since I'm in Marshall, I can sleep a little longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think you want to live in Granite either.
No.
Fuck that.
I mean, there are welding gigs in Granite, and I think there's people that go to school that are probably going to work in that area, but...
Hunting's decent.
Yeah. I guess there's rocks and hills there, and here there's, flat.
There's just a lot of fucking prairie. What would you call it? Just
Yeah, prairie
the
land.
prairie land?
That's what it used to be until
Prairie
they destroyed
dogs.
all the fields.
Yeah. That's why I like Little House on the Prairie, not that far away, filmed. Everybody's from there.
Do you have to walk? What do you mean, what? Graduation, bitch?
Oh, graduation? Yeah, I was like,
To
what do you
what?
mean walk?
What do you mean,
I'm
walk?
to Granite? I'm like, hell no, bro. I don't want to walk to Granite.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
Do you have to walk, for, welders' graduation? Everybody's got dirty hands.
So you know
and
what
fucking,
sucks? It is on, the last day of school, too.
Instead of, the tops, you all wear your fucking custom helmets or masks.
We should, honestly. No, they gave us, all the caps and gowns and stuff. But, on the last day of class, we have to, we go to Granite and then we leave. And then we come back at 7 o'clock at night for, the commencement. So I have to go to Granite twice in one day.
Oof.
But and then I was all the guys that work, they're like...
Doesn't sound like you have to do any of those things.
I mean, you don't have to.
Send me the thing in the mail.
All you're getting is the case anyway at the commencement. That's how I was thinking about it. I was like, I wonder if I just don't go because they're just going to send it to me.
What do you mean case?
And this all
But
happens
then
tomorrow.
all my parents and both my parents and my family and stuff are going to go, so I probably should go.
And this is tomorrow.
Yeah. I have to be lined up at 6:30 or some shit, or 6:45.
Tice, I think you should go. I can't make it. I gotta work.
You guys are both going.
I didn't go to my brother's graduation. There's no
Dude,
fucking
I
way
do
I'm going
not
to
blame
Jacob's.
you, man.
I'd
I
go.
do not.
I'd go.
I don't like
Just
graduations.
go and bring a Tice together sign.
Going to the graduation's like watching the NFL draft. You're gonna have the entire list tomorrow. You know, They're gonna read each name off. I'll be fine. I can see it the next day. They'll update me probably as it's going live anyways. ESPN's just notifying me. Oh, who went
Jacob
number
just
one?
graduated.
Yeah.
Kind of like going to college too, and now I'm gonna go back to work for the first 40 hours. Just gonna be ass, and just be like, no, I should just keep doing. Go to college because government pays me to go to college.
Yeah, just keep
Going
going
to
degrees.
college.
Just keep
Yeah.
getting different degrees, dude.
Yeah, go and be like, what am I gonna do next? If I
Don't
can-
they have like that hydropower there?
So they have, I think they're adding a couple more next semester, but I know that they have, or like next like school year or whatever, they have us, the welders, there's like a nursing program, child development, so it's the daycare people, and then
I didn't know that you
line-
had to get a degree for that.
Yeah, they don't
you
want
have to be
just fucking
licensed.
strangers watch kids, you know.
I don't know, you have to know how to like.
I
take
feel
care of
like
people's
you would
kids.
just be like
I
some
mean, I like
online
that.
testing and some background checks.
Hard to
Yeah.
believe I'm ordained. They let you just do that fucking online.
That's just nothing.
I mean, technically, you probably don't have to, but like legally, you should. And then, like, I remember when I was a young kid, my parents had me take like a babysitting class, like when I was like 12.
a babysitting class?
Yeah, and they gave me
To
like a
watch
bunch
your
of videos.
Siblings?
Well, like not even for that. Like I like babysat like other people's like kids for money and shit.
Oh.
But,
Your
like-
siblings are all like, they're not like crazy younger than you.
No, I know, and that's what I mean. Like my parents left me home alone the first time when I was like, I don't know, I was probably like 8 or 9, like overnight, and I was like, I thought it was so cool, and I definitely did get pretty scared that night. Though I was like, oh shit, there's no one here. Like what the hell? There's no one here. What am I gonna do?
You've always been out like your parents' house out there too, right?
So originally we lived in like by the Turtle Park in Marshall, like
Oh,
Bonita
okay,
Avenue.
okay.
Yeah, I lived over there.
I was gonna
Yeah.
say, your house now, like, I know it's newer, but you're right. Any big house out in, like, the middle of nowhere, every once in a while, if you're by yourself and it's completely fucking dark, you're gonna hear a noise
Oh,
and be like,
it's eerie.
shit,
And it's so dark out in the
who the
country,
fuck's
yeah.
here? You know? Like,
Think about like a Wendigo
Satan!
out there, like a fucking like a mimic or some skinwalkers.
yeah.
Yeah, there's some weird shit out there. What the fuck was that thing?
Oh, especially, like, I mean, I know you're not in the boonies, but, you know, like, it gets dark when you're a house just by itself.
Especially if there's
So
like
you're gonna
no
catch a
moon.
weird shadow outside, maybe the light's on, and you're like, oh, fuck, chupacabra. Ugh.
Yeah, dude.
I always used to be so scared of going down the stairs in my parents' place because my older brother used to tell me that he'd sit and talk with the ghosts and stuff down there.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's fucked up.
Or especially if
So
you had
like,
like an older
did
house.
you guys ever like do like when you're leaving the basement, you turn the lights off, you race up the stairs,
Oh,
you're
yeah.
like, fuck this, I'm getting out of here.
I've done it in my fucking room before. Where it's like,
Yeah,
you're
just
looking at
race
your
out of
skin,
there.
"Ah, I'm in bed. I'm in bed. Safe. Safe. I made it. You guys can't touch me
Oh,
anymore.
God.
The old trick as a kid is just, I'm gonna pull my blankets over my head. Nobody can get me.
Oh, you're safe.
You're
as a
impenetrable through those
Yep.
sheets, man.
boy. No, you're the safest if you have that sheet over your head.
That would be the greatest part of like a robber. Be like, what are you doing? you think I can't get through this?
You can't see me.
I know you're there. Like, I can see you moving your shoulders. I'm gonna stab through this blanket into your heart. Okay. Nope, you can't do it. Fucking, God damn it. No, I had something with that. My dude, like in my fucking parents' house, like they think they've seen. Ma thinks she's seen a ghost. Deacon's seen like 2.
Yeah, I remember him talking about stuff like that.
Our house is old as fuck, or their house is old as fuck, and I mean the basement's never been finished. It's just concrete down there, which keeps it cold, you know,
Yeah.
for fucking the summertime, and the old mini heat, humidity is pretty nice. But I mean, it's a creepy ass basement, and the attic's way creepier.
Yeah,
The attic is creepy.
I don't know if you guys have been there. I don't know if I ever
older
showed you
house
guys
high
as a
school,
kid.
are a little creepy.
Yeah, that's the one I wanted them to finish too. I was like, finish the creepy ass attic. Also, it'd be cool, like, you know, an attic room.
Where did they think they saw stuff at? Just like upstairs or something?
Deacon's was he saw it like his was when he was 10. He saw it going to the bathroom in the hallway. We had a long hallway to go to our bathroom in the middle of the night. It was it's
Yeah.
also a closed off hallway. So it used to be like it was a servant's hallway. So like you wouldn't be able to know anybody's transferring food to and from or whatever because
Yeah.
it was just a servant's hallway. Kitchen was back there. Walk the hallway, come around the corner, nobody knows you're there. So yeah, it's like just a long, creepier hallway. And what makes the hallway like, as a kid, always sucked for me. This never happened to Deacon as much, but he's the one who saw the ghost. I never saw shit. I was never fucking paying attention to anything. I was like, I gotta
you
fucking
just don't pay
piss.
attention to
I just
that.
gotta go. Yeah, I gotta go fucking rock a whiz. I was also just up watching Family Guy, Toonami
Yeah.
by myself late at night. But what always got me was almost once a week, my mom would sit in the doorway as I would come back and scare the absolute fuck out of me.
Yeah.
That's horrible.
Hey! I'd be like, what? Fuck!
Oh, I hate when people do that, dude. Just like jump scare you. Like, why?
Oh, because it's so funny.
And then she goes, what are you doing? I'd be like, what the fuck do you think I'm doing? I'm taking a piss.
It doesn't
Dude.
matter who you are, that you look so helpless. Helpless.
No, she would do that because she's like,
There's
you woke
nothing
me
you can
up.
do about it. It's just a split second that it doesn't matter who you are. You just go into, I don't know. It's funny. I think it's funny.
I'm not a jumper at like any like scary movies. I don't give a fuck about scary movies, but I'll watch shit. Doesn't matter to me. But like nothing in like real life scares me. But like I'll do it. Like I'll bop the shoulders. If you
Yeah.
get me, that's it. Like you got me. Like,
That's, That stuff with people seeing ghosts, though. Like, do they have like really vivid dreams and stuff normally, like throughout their life?
I don't know.
See, he doesn't
And,
remember
like,
dreams.
Yeah, so like with like.
I see shadow people, I don't see
like
ghosts.
lucid dreaming, like you wake up and you're still like dreaming and shit, so you're, like your brain's still like seeing shit. Like I remember having that happen when I was really young, like too young to even like know what it was, but now I think about it, I'm like, that shit was not real. It was like that was lucid dreaming.
Mm-hmm.
So like, I mean, maybe that like haunted
Maybe.
shit's real, but
So you don't believe in ghosts?
I mean, they probably
I ain't
is,
afraid
but
of
you're
no
not
ghosts.
supposed to like.
I ain't afraid of them.
I don't know.
afraid of no ghost.
It's not being afraid of them, but if you just don't even
But
believe
they will
them.
startle me.
Startle you? Yeah, if you're seeing shit.
Yeah, if I saw a fucking apparition of any,
if I
determined to myself,
look away and look back and it's still there, yeah, I'm gonna get a little scared.
do one of
I
those.
believe in aliens more than I believe in
Dude,
ghosts.
so
Rub
I did
the
it
eyes?
last weekend. Last weekend we were at a buddy's place and he had a bathroom upstairs and a bathroom downstairs. So you go to the bathroom and then it's a hallway that looks into like his living room. And there's they got a like an end counter or end table lamp. And in the dark, it looks like a person sitting there. And 2 times I went upstairs to go to the bathroom and coming back down, like right before I turned, I'd look up into the living room and all the lights were off. And 2 times I caught myself like, oh. And I double look and then it was just a lamp. But 2 times it got me and it looked like a person.
I mean,
Yeah.
if this is last weekend, we're
Yeah.
also as high can be.
Dude, but
So, I mean-
next time you're there, check it out. Let me know what you think because it looks like a person.
When you guys said I was rolling around upstairs, I don't know if I told you this, but it's because like the moment that knock on the door, that knock freaked me the fuck out. I was like, what? Like I just turned the TV on.
Amazon driver drops off.
I just sat upstairs, and I mean, I'm just trying to go to bed for the first time. All of a sudden, bow, bow, bow. I was like, fuck. I was like,
Who's
God
doing
damn it. And so, like, not my house. Don't answer the door. But I just also, like, covered the fucking, like, window with the sheet, too. So I was like, yo, did somebody see me fucking, try to go incognito in this room?
It's like, oh god, everyone's
So then I was, like, kind of tripping for a while.
So you were moving around the
No, I wasn't moving, per se.
Dude, somebody was moving up there.
So, like, when I laid back down, I looked behind me, and for a split second, I thought I saw somebody's fucking, like, peering into the window through the shade, and I fucking ducked down. Because, like, right after the knock, I was like, yo. I was like, oh, fuck.
Like,
Like,
they're like looking for someone right now.
yeah. I was like, oh, shit. Like, is somebody here,
It's like
to,
tweaking,
like, collect the debt or something? To put some heads on some tables. I was like, shit, like, I'm not going to just sit here and let him get a free shot of the back of my head.
Or you just had like a random place.
No, buddy.
No, we
Buddy
were
house.
and,
And,
way too long, so it was just everybody was freaking out. It
Yeah,
was just
everybody was just
Amazon driver.
Amazon.
No, he would.
Dropping off a
Yo,
package.
the Amazon drive still same thing, like that. And then like I
There
just
was a package outside
so I,
the door. And that's the first thing I said. I said, dude, it's like 11 o'clock. Like, I guarantee you it's a package. Nobody wanted to check, and then, like, later that day we checked, and yeah, there's a package there. I was like, definitely was the knock.
Someone thought they were like, what, do they owe drug dealers money or something?
I don't know. It was just, And we were just up way too fucking long.
No, but like
Yeah.
that whole like I looked, saw it, and that's when like I just ducked, like I got off the couch
See, you were
and just
moving,
fucking
'cause
like
we
got
were-
to a knee and it was like, all right, like should I crawl over to the fucking side? I didn't. I don't know. Like you guys were like, there's so much movement upstairs. Like I didn't move from the spot except for like going just down a level and getting on the eye side of a fucking gun. That was my move, Sumo. All right, he can't shoot through the couch. Maybe, or at least he won't hit me. Maybe he'll miss. Fuck.
So you should
Hey,
just
man,
pull the
those are the
blanket.
rules.
If you should just pull the blanket over your head.
Yeah, you can't see me.
You're supposed to
Uh,
seek cover right away. If you can't find cover, you need to find concealment. So that's the best second option.
And then I just peeked again. I realized I was like, this is a weird shadow hitting from like outside or something. It just looks like a little bit of a face, or I'm just high. It was probably the latter, but I would like to think that maybe they were just somebody out there peering in the window, looking for souls, trying to get a piece of the old Thai guy.
One of the shadow people just came in there. He's like, "Hey, you've been up too long. You need to go to bed. You fucking
Yeah,
weirdo."
it's shadow person coming in.
Yeah.
Ah, seashell, the man in the bowler hat, the girl in the hood, and then there's one other one.
Have you stayed up long enough to start seeing shit though?
What?
Have you ever stayed up long enough to start seeing shit?
Yeah, that's where
When
I
they
think
find
that
it.
they were at.
You think so?
Yeah.
Depends how long you like.
Because I wasn't worried at all. I was trying to go to bed, and I was like, both y'all. It was him, he did go, but our other buddy kept fucking worrying about it. I was like, dude, it was a package, guaranteed. Like, just go to bed.
Yeah. Like the only time I've ever stayed up for like
He's like-
more than a day.
He's like, it just got weird. And he was like looking all around the house. He's like, I don't see anybody. So yeah.
Your body needs sleep, dude. Like the only time I stayed up for more than a day was forced on me by the government, obviously. And I started, and especially at like nighttime, I'd like look at bushes and they just like look like gnat bushes. They'd look like fucking someone like sitting there like all crouched and shit, and it'd be like, I'm fucked up. Like just like looking at that, I'd be like, I need to go to sleep. But I guess what, you can't go to sleep. Maybe you can.
Mhm.
Sometimes you get past hitting the wall.
Yeah,
You know
like
what
you
I'm
won't
saying?
be tired anymore.
You won't be
bro,
actually
but,
tired until you're just like, all right, once you lay down and you close your eyes, you'll just go out. But
Yeah.
it's not like you ever like feel that like, I'm fucking dragging or like I'm actually tired. No, once you pass the wall, it's actually weird.
Yeah, you'll get like your second, like whatever. What do they call
Second
it?
wind.
Yeah, your second
Yeah.
wind, and then like after that, it's like, yeah, I could go to sleep right now, but like I can just tell, like you can like you feel like a little bit weaker, kind of, but like you're like awake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I wouldn't fucking suggest doing heavy lifting or
Mm.
anything when you're fucking on like a
Don't
real
exert
bender like
yourself.
that. Yeah.
Better make sure you're drinking a lot of water because you're probably like really dehydrated.
Yeah, at that point, you're probably very dehydrated.
I drink a fuckload of water, so like I do think that helps me a little bit. But
Speaking of water, can I get another one of them cans of water?
ooh, fucking silly water. That's what they call it. Silly juice for you. Like they call it light water.
I hear you're going straight edge on us now, Tyus. You don't drink beer anymore.
I just don't drink on the show. I don't like
Yeah.
to
Get all
drink in the
sauced
show.
up.
I just do drugs in the show. That's what I do.
Fair enough. I respect it.
Not that I don't want to do that either, but
Every lifestyle. Respect it, bro.
Everybody's got a
Some of
different
them can't
lifestyle.
respect them.
I was gonna say pedophiles are fucking out, dude.
That
You
doesn't
like
even
kids,
count. That's
get
not
out
a
of
life.
here.
Dude, they just try to sneak in there with all the other people, dude. They're like, oh, let's try to get in there. And everyone's like,
All the pedos?
Yeah, dude, that's what I mean. Like, oh, we're going to try to sneak in.
Pedos
here.
are sneaking in. You're right.
Yeah,
They're
we're like,
fucking
no.
sneaking into your mom's house and grab your kids.
Exactly. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, and now my girlfriend calls me a pedo too with my fucking mustache, bro. But this is what got me
Dude,
99 out of 100 on my test, bro.
Dude, when you walked in... and
The
got
mustache
the
got you
car-
99
got
out
the
of
car.
100.
Yeah.
You write it on the thing. Yo, sick stash, bro.
That's what I mean.
You got a female instructor or what?
Yeah. No, she's super pregnant though, so that's what I told my boss too, and they're like, "Oh, is she like attractive?" I'm like, I mean, yeah, she's a welding chick who's not like butt ugly.
Somebody
And they're
found
like,
her
oh,
attractive, you know?
Oh yeah, like,
Fucking,
and then
actually, you know.
oh
Who
yeah,
hasn't-
she's pregnant.
yeah, but, you know, who hasn't fucking dropped a few kids in a sink and,
And that's
not,
what my
not
boss
cared
said,
about the
though.
lady?
That's like literally exactly what my boss said, bro. He's like, "Well, is she hot?" I was like, "Oh yeah, she's attractive." And I'm like, "She's like super pregnant right now." Then I'm like, "Ah, that's what usually happens to the hot ones."
What's funny about, like, well, funny, it's also just, I don't even remember whose joke it is. I think it's, I don't know. Doesn't matter. you can always like you can judge when people have sex by just like guessing how long are you in your pregnancy. Then you start doing some light math, and you're like, well, you had sex probably about this week. Who are you fucking? How was it? Woo! But nobody ever does that like I do. I don't know. Anybody who gets pregnant, I'm gonna start fucking taking some shots.
Is that the first question? Is like, how far along are you?
Pregnancy wise?
Mm-hmm.
No. My only question with pregnancy is trying to figure out when they had sex. Outside of that,
Wouldn't that be like how you're gonna do it though? To see how far along their pregnancy is.
yeah, but I don't
Seems
want to
like a
like.
subtle thing you gotta figure out.
I was gonna say, dude, you never want to misinterpret. Don't ask somebody like if they're pregnant or not.
Oh, I know. I
Oh,
feel
no,
by,
really,
this,
yeah.
by this time, if you're trying to figure out who they had sex with, you know that they're pregnant.
Yeah, you better wait until like you're like their belly button's fucking protruding out words or whatever fucking happens to chicks when they have kids. They get a little bit of round
They get an
tummies.
Audi.
They got an Audi instead. I got an innie. Yeah, no, I got no problem with pregnant ladies. I don't know if I could fuck a pregnant lady that's not my pregnant lady though. That could
That
be
would be
really
very
a little
weird.
weird. She'd better be pretty hot, you know.
Yeah,
Or I
is there,
guess I better
stuff
be
coming
into
out
it.
of there from the pregnancy and shit, probably.
Oh, I
like,
bet she's
don't
gonna be
know.
wet as wet can be.
I know, but like probably now with like the wetness, probably like some weird shit. It just freaks me out. I don't know what I think about when I think about like someone giving birth.
I'll be honest though, like let's say like you're fucking her and like you puncture the sack, which I think is like the fear for ladies who are pregnant. I'd be walking around and be like, I'm fucking hitting it today,
Oh,
baby.
yeah. But, like,
Woo!
I was thinking about the scene from like The Predator or like Alien, where he just comes out of the
Oh
stomach.
my
Oh,
god.
That's what I think about from birth. I was just like, ugh, like, I don't want to watch that. Like just popping out of there.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, and that's how the Chinese.
That's gonna
do it.
happen this while you're fucking missionary. The fucking hand's gonna come up.
Just a little hand.
Stop hitting my head.
He's gonna fucking uppercut you from the tummy.
Oh my god. Give you a Gaethje kick to the dome.
What's the fucking? It's always the fucking. What is it like? The kid's gonna, which is absolutely impossible. He's gonna fucking grab your cock while it's in there.
Oh,
You get an internal hand job.
hell of a grip, boy.
Oh.
You better hope it didn't.
Also, I like how you made the kid the guy. What a gay ass kid!
What gay kid?
Is that what makes gay people? Is that?
Yeah, I don't even know. Bro.
Oh, at that point, if that happened.
Oh fuck!
Oh.
That was a debate we had yesterday. Girls aren't gay; only guys can be gay.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that could read bad on audio or
Oh, why?
video.
Because girls, when they're fucking each other, it still involves something going up in there.
No,
It
because
involves,
girls
like,
are
weird
hot.
shit.
Everybody thinks girls are hot. Not everybody thinks guys are hot. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Like that's the difference. Even if you're a straight guy, you think girls are hot. If you're a gay guy, a lot of time you still think a lot of girls are hot.
So like, with the majority of guys, they think like lesbians are hot. But
Yeah.
then definitely with chicks,
And lesbians
they probably
also
don't
think lesbians
the
are hot.
majority of like gay dudes are hot. Probably not. Maybe. But like probably like
That's what I'm saying though. Like girls don't give a fuck about guys. Girls are hot. Guys are not hot.
yeah.
That's my
Well, we're not-
debate.
We're not supposed to be hot. We're supposed to be like fucking men.
Yeah.
It comes with being hot's a plus.
Yeah. I just assume like
Just not on.
it's just about fucking getting the demons out of you at some point. That's what I always assume.
Maybe think about
That's
it.
what the
it's like-
Romans were about. They're like, we just want to oil each other up. There's no ladies around. Somebody's taking something inside of them.
I mean, the Romans probably.
Get
that's
the little
Greeks
guys
too,
up
bro.
here.
Fucking
Yeah.
Greeks. Yeah. No, bro. If you think about it, like even just a couple hundred years ago, it was just like, oh, there's people that don't like us. We have to go fucking get something sharp and go stab a fuck
Yeah.
ton of people.
Let's just
Just
go
like it's like
take 'em
okay.
out. They don't like us. Let's take them out.
And they say now, okay, so back in the day, they could get like a couple thousand people, give them like sharp sticks, be like, okay, we're gonna go on this field, and there's a couple thousand of them too. We're gonna stab each other all to death right now. And it's gonna be violent as fuck, and it's gonna be really fucked up. No, yeah, just do it. And now they say there's no way you could get that many people together, but you could not get them to stab each other to death. People don't have the stomach anymore. So it's kind of random. I just thought about that.
Oh, kind of like that scene
think
in like
about
Saving
it.
Private
And that
Ryan
part
where
would
he
be-
slowly puts the knife into his chest.
Yeah, or like even like before that, like when dudes are just like hacking each other apart.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
like decapitations and shit, where like, is off with their heads.
It's kind of
Yeah, like
same,
the Romans
same
doing probably.
premises though on like gang fights though. Like you think that, like those fuckers don't care.
Oh yeah, like
Gang
when they're,
fights?
like, when
As
they're
in,
killing
like-
people. Yeah,
Yeah, dude. Like, well, even like I've seen like
Where they're
some of the
cutting people
brawls,
up.
dude. There'd be like 50 on 50, and they don't care. They
Yeah.
don't care.
Tell somebody the
Lives don't matter to them
the
at that
moment
point.
somebody pops a 9, though, everybody fucking scatters. So
Yeah, but there has been times that they don't, where it's just like everybody's bop 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 bop.
everybody's got to go. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's like. At
I
that
thought
point-
you meant they were actually like fighting with their hands. I was like, what fucking
No,
videos
that
are you
never
watching?
happens. Come on, everybody's got a gun.
Everybody got a gun nowadays, dude.
Yeah, nobody
Uh,
fights anymore.
Stay strapped. I guess, do we even hit on this? Jacob is also, I don't know, he's served for this country. He's beat the shit out of people like sumo for a living.
Yeah, those goddamn Spanish people.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Taking our jabs. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know where we would go with that. He was not in Vietnam, but we would like to think he was in something like it. Desert Eagle,
Yeah.
Black Hawk Down. What other movies can I name?
I
How long
dropped
have you been
out. Oh, how long have I been out?
3 years?
Getting close to 2 years now.
2 years.
Yeah, I got in 2020.
2020.
May.
Yeah, actually, it wasn't that
Actually,
far.
it might
Right
actually
before
be 2
COVID?
years, like exactly now.
Right before COVID,
Yeah.
got out and just got fucked with COVID.
Yeah, and I got out and I didn't even get COVID. I had like pneumonia or something, but they never even like told me what I had. They just like kept COVID testing me over and over and over, and it was negative, 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 and I was like, well, I don't have COVID, so like, can you test me for something else after I've already been
Yeah.
there for an entire day? And that's when it started hitting me because it was my first time like staying in the hospital, and I was like, this is gonna be really expensive. Like, I really wish they'd figure out what the fuck is wrong with me. So I couldn't leave. And like, so I was starting to feel better because the original reason I went was because like I hadn't like ate or drank anything, and the stuff I did, I would like go throw up from coughing.
Okay.
So I was like, I need to go there and like see if they can just give me an IV just so I'm like not dehydrated as fuck and start feeling better. And they're like, oh, your oxygen levels are super low. They had me in there, and then eventually they did the scans that they do for pneumonia, and they're like, well, there's like liquid in your lungs, which is what pneumonia is. But
Yeah.
they're like, can't really say for sure if it's pneumonia. We can give you another COVID test though and just make sure it's not COVID again. I'm like, I already had 3.
Go for fight
I'm like, can I just go home?
fight for the little guys in Ukraine. Who wants to battle?
Damn.
Gotta
Wow,
fucking
just
Ukraine.
got scored on again.
Dude, we do not want to go to war with Russia. That shit would be so whack for us. I mean, we'd probably win, but like still, dude.
Strong like beer.
Peace
Putin's
is cool.
strong like beer.
Used to have quite a few buddies that are still in the service.
Oh, there's a couple, yeah. A lot of them are out now, though.
It'd be a shitty war to go to in Russia.
Just peer, like when it's someone who's the near peer threat, so they have like the same shit as us, or basically the same shit as us, the same capabilities, but might not just be like as good.
Yeah, they just, like,
Who can direct it better?
Yeah, or like and just I don't know, it just kind of be shitty. And
It's
like
like a
they
game
have
of chess.
nukes, man. Like they have nukes, and they have. I feel like they're crazy enough to be shooting them.
not to bounce around. I'm gonna stay on this topic mostly because it would happen this weekend, and I thought it was absolutely fucking hysterical. Me and Sumo were at Dwarf Wrestling. We'll maybe talk about that later. Love fucking watching little people get thrown around.
That's
It was
a
a
big
great
thing,
time. One of the
It's a
most
big thing.
white trash events I've ever been to in my entire life. Nothing but hillbillies.
Hey.
One dude was inebriated. The
It's
other guy
quality
just
entertainment.
I'll kick your ass. You'll kick his ass. I'll kick your ass. All those fucking dudes everywhere. And the last thing that happened before we leave
Oh, I know what you're
is
going.
honestly, like, I'm still dumbfounded, like, if that is really true or not, because the amount of people that stood up when the guy goes, can I get all the veterans to stand up and we'll salute you? We stood up too.
Yeah.
So it was me, 2 other assholes there, and him and another guy and me. We're not veterans at all. But I heard stand up for the veterans or whatever, the veterans stand up.
Yeah,
We
I
all
was like,
three stood
stand up
up.
for the veterans.
Dude, I'm talking 3/4 of the fucking arena. Like, everybody
Oh,
fucking
there was so
stood.
many people. That's why.
So many
No,
people stood up
you know
that
that's-
I was just, I couldn't believe, I thought like, I was like, all right, like we can't be the only ones that just did this and stood up. But then I realized he said like it was like a veterans fucking like event.
Yeah,
Like it was an army
huge
event
around bases, dude. Like by my base, there was one of those probably not every single month, but during the summertime, especially every month, basically, like a bar would have that.
The
Like
dwarf
midget wrestling, yeah.
Dude, well, these travel all around. So
Yeah,
it
like,
could
they
be the
probably
same
been there.
ones.
And then, like, I realized, like, the people in front of us, dude had his army shirt on. The other two dudes were for sure, like, same troop and whatever.
Oh, and then a
Like,
Who's
bunch of
behind
guys-
us
bunch
was,
of
like,
guys-
hammered in
well,
there,
A bunch
like,
of the guys had like the veteran hats
Yep.
and stuff on. And I was like, ooh.
And when, and
That's
then,
Midget
when
like,
wrestling. And
That's when
strip
I
clubs.
realized I was like, man, I don't know if
That's
we were
where the
supposed to
places were
stand.
at.
And I just looked over. They're both standing, and I just started clapping. They
Yeah.
clapped.
so then we're
I was
clapping
like,
for ourselves, and also, I guess I've never been saluted as a veteran before, but I can fucking check that off my fucking list now. Woo! Baby,
Just gotta
baby.
do it on the only good day to do it on is where you get free meals from it.
Oh, that's just taking advantage. I don't agree with that. Though.
What bothers
Unless
me,
you're a
actually,
real
but I
veteran.
mean, what bothers me was, like,
That's the only good day to do it. That's when you get free stuff.
some of those people, the ones that stood, I was like, oh, God, these are what people were giving guns to? Holy shit.
Well, and
No wonder we're shooting up schools. We got fucking nuts out there.
Dude, you don't want someone. I mean, you want guys.
You don't
that are a
want
little bit crazy.
you don't want sane people out fucking with
I mean,
guns.
you
Somebody
want
won't
them to be
kill-
sane, but you want them to be like molded in like a certain way.
You want them to be dumb.
So like that, like they're more chomping at the bit to go get into like a situation where it's gonna like end in like extreme violence. Because
And they
you
won't
don't want a
retreat.
guy that's gonna like hesitate for a second because that like split second, so it's gonna like
Life or
it's
death.
gonna fuck with you. Like you just need to be like a hard charger. Yeah, it might not always be the fucking right way to go about it, but like 9 times out of 10, if you're just fucking working harder than the other dude, you're gonna. Shit.
I'm hoping none of the people there were generals. How about that? I hope they're not making our fucking battle plans because.
Oh, hopefully not.
Ooh.
Generals are more high class than that. They live
Yeah.
on the other side of the base, and they're like fancy. Okay, so this super
Those
high
are all
ranking,
frontline guys.
Yeah, like the general officers they're basically mansions. They're like the nice houses in Car Edition, and it's like that. It's like a separate place on base over by was it USASOC? Some shit. It's like one of the big command buildings, and it's
USASOC?
over there.
Who
Yeah.
sucks? Used to suck.
I don't know. A bunch of acronyms, man. That's all the army is.
Use a sack.
Mm. No, they get like mansions, and then you got the Joes living. It's like the lower enlisted guys who aren't married who are living in the barracks. Granted, some of them are really nice and fancy and new, but then the ones we're living in are just infested with black mold. Like anytime you leave on leave, especially during the summertime when it would get warm, so it'd be a little bit humid in there from your AC because the AC was just ass and make it humid in your room.
Mhm.
Come back, it'd just be covered.
Ugh.
Like your bed would just be covered in black mold. All your bedding would be fucked. I had to get like 6 new things of bedding the entire time I lived there, just from times that I was gone. Cause like your body heat from being in there, living and like taking showers was enough, I guess, to like make it not get moldy.
I suppose.
And then we figured it out. Like we took our flashlights, and then you'd look up in the vents, and some of them had their covers removed, so you could see up in there, and it was just lined with black mold all the way down the vents, like all the way in there. So it's in the building somewhere, and that just like fucked.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
horrible.
And then they're always like, oh yeah, whatever the contractors, the government contractors that run it are gonna come in and like inspect it and shit. And then like after I get out, I see like there's a big ass scandal with that company, and like they're just fraudulent as fuck. And like all this stuff, and I'm like, yeah, no shit. When they came in and they said they were gonna fix all this stuff, that like, cause they said they were gonna fix the mold one time, and we moved out for like 6 months into these other shittier ones.
Didn't fix
And
shit.
all they did, bro, they painted, and all they did was paint the walls. Paint the walls, and they said we're gonna get like all new furniture and stuff too. So we literally took our furniture, and we're like chucking it off the 3rd floor balconies and stuff, and smashed them on the ground. And then nothing else came for like multiple more months. Or like other furniture, so a lot of people had smashed ass shit and nothing left, like no furniture up in there. And it's a fuck show over there. They're like a fuck fest. Like the military gets so much fucking money. But like,
Paint the walls sounds like a sexy thing to do. You're like coming in your lady. I'm just gonna paint the walls and I'm gonna walk away. Or it's a toilet term. I'm gonna fucking paint this toilet bowl and I'm gonna walk away. We also know another dude who's about to fucking try to join up. I can say Carson's name. He's been on this fucking show.
Carson's gonna join the military.
Is it military,
Air Force.
Army, Air Force? Whatever he's doing, he's got He made the wrong choice, bro.
What is he doing?
I can see it in his fucking eyes every time. Dude, I don't think he's worked out ever in his life.
Well, people talk mad shit on the Air Force. It's called the Chair Force. They don't really do shit.
Okay, perfect for
So
him then.
unless you're like, I mean, granted,
You're still
the
gonna have
Air
to go
Force
through
does
basic
have
though,
cool
doesn't it?
people. Oh yeah, they have basic training. But like all the like,
Dude, he thinks walking a golf course is like a tough
the
workout.
Air Force doesn't have like combat arms. That's why it's like I don't know. Like I always talk shit on people that aren't like combat arms because infantry obviously you have to. But like if you go to the Air Force, like you can be like a pararescue jumper. That's pretty fucking badass. Be like combat controller. That's badass. Like calling in their support. If you're going out there with the SF dudes and stuff, or like. I don't know, if you're going to be like a pilot, that's like probably the most badass thing you can do in the entire military, I think. Like if you're flying something. But
Because I mean,
you can't really do anything. Besides that, you're going to be like turning wrenches. Maybe you can like get on like a flight crew or something so you can fly. But then you can just be like a glorified taxi service. You get to see the world. It's part of the military. I don't know. I shouldn't talk shit on it though, because like I do recommend people if they want to join the military, you should. You get to like see like the world, get some benefits.
also, you know,
Probably
like,
grow up
you're
if you
stuck.
need to.
Like, you got no fucking, well, you got nothing going on. Might as well, give something a try. But it's, I mean, once you commit, you can't like fucking.
Oh, yeah, you sign a contract.
You can't get out, dude.
You'll like figure out pretty fast too in your contract if it's something that you're gonna want to continue doing. so it's not like you're gonna be like, oh fuck, I don't really know what I want to do. I only have like 3 days left. It's like fuck, I'm like 5 days into this shit, and I'm like, what the fuck did I do?
That is what
No,
makes
but-
me a little nervous about him. Is like, fuck. I don't think I think he makes it through the whole thing. Yeah, because I think you have to, unless you fucking get
Unless
shot
you're-
or
He's a tough
some
dude,
injury.
He'll be good.
He's a tough dude.
He'll make it
When?
through basic.
When has he been a tough guy?
He's like in his head, he won't be like.
Oh, he's mentally
Trust
strong,
me, I've
sure.
seen like some scrawny ass like motherfuckers that like they went through basic
Never
training
played
and,
like zero
nasty.
sports. The motherfucker played zero sports.
That's what I mean.
Yeah,
like
but a
people
lot of
who are like
military
naps.
don't.
Yeah,
Like,
like
a lot
it's
of
like
people in the
they
military
literally
never
take
played
people
sports.
from every single walk of life. Like there might be a dude in your like training that
Oh.
doesn't even speak English, bro. Like he's just like, huh, we got that barrier right there, I guess. But he like so he understands it, but he doesn't speak it.
Can you imagine being your officer and just being like, all right.
Oh, it doesn't go that far. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like an enlisted dude.
Go tell fucking Sao Paulo like what the fuck we're doing today. Sorry,
That's
I
awesome,
couldn't
though,
think
dude.
of anything else. I don't know.
That's probably one of the coolest things.
Go
though.
tell La Rona. Ah, shit, I went Hispanic again. Damn it.
Dude, like,
Go tell Sim Sim Solabim.
Isn't Rona Chinese though, right? La Rona.
Yeah, the
Corona?
Kung Fu flu.
La Rona, isn't it like a
China virus?
ghost?
No, Corona.
What am I
Yes.
thinking of? La Llorona? Is that like a lady ghost?
But then
I
again,
know,
those
you're
labs
just
are
out
all
here
connected too.
Latinos.
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
right.
Hopefully next week, yeah. So, Sumo's not excited about it, but we could
Oh,
get
I'm fine with it.
love gals. I always trying to get more gals in the pod because girls sell. Well,
Like we're trying to make
Sex
everybody. Oh.
You guys are having sex? You bring a porn star here?
Yeah.
No,
Well, I was like,
that
what?
would be
You're
great.
like sex
We technically,
sells.
we've kind of already had one. We had an OnlyFans lady.
I guess they're like the new age porn star.
Yeah, new age. I wouldn't call it porn star. Just somebody selling pussy for money.
They are kind of like real Americans though, because they probably don't pay taxes on that shit. I mean,
Fuck
they
no.
might. They might now.
Bruh.
They might have to.
She might come on again because I got more questions. I'd be like, all right, still, who's paying for your shit still? Like, have you got more money, less money?
How much money did she say?
Bruh,
was
she
making?
had somebody pay her rent. She never had to work.
One
Oh,
person
someone is
pays
paying her
her
rent, so she's just a prostitute then?
Yeah, and then everything else is just cash flow.
Or is she gonna come find me now because I call her a prostitute?
No, you're right.
Her parents
She,
are gonna
does,
find me.
she definitely, I think, listens. So you're right. You might catch a fucking piece of earlobes.
Sorry if I called you a prostitute.
Oh no, she's a nice lady. But yeah, I just couldn't. I don't want to edit my fucking jack off.
Wait, is it
That's
the
my big
fucking
thing.
bartender chick that you just
No,
had on? I was
no,
like,
no, no,
what?
no.
She's a prostitute too?
That would be sick, though.
She
I would
was a
fucking. I'd pay
Gamblers
top
fucking
dollar for that
hustling
pussy.
prostitutes out of that. Spread the word.
At
We're not the gambler, the fucking pub, dude.
pretty ass pussy. Oh shit! I've never paid for an OnlyFans, though I would. I'd pay for hers, so I can watch those videos all day, just fucking flicking beam, like fucking
What if you get in and
pop
she's
a
a
fucking
fuck ton of
ping
black
pong out of
dudes?
there. What?
What if
I
you get her
fucked.
OnlyFans?
I got no problem with whoever's fucking who. I'm good at what I'm good at. You know, you can't help fucking. Some people got great dicks. Some people got great everything, and I like to be a big everything guy.
You got a great butthole or what?
Hell yeah, dude.
That's what it
Dude,
is. Very groomed.
this asshole is fucking like it's like winking at you. It's so nice.
Jesus. It's back there
Never had a
polishing
hernia
it.
once.
Never had a hernia once. Do people have hernias a lot?
Oh, you can get hernias and it's like where it pops out your butt. Or like where you fucking like your insides.
I guess you're right. Maybe I haven't taken enough things in me old asshole yet. Maybe not enough big enough objects. I don't know. I don't know what I have to shove in there to have a hernia. But you're right. I don't really want
You
one.
never just check and see what you can shove up there.
Like just like what objects I can get in there.
No.
I assume
you
a
guys
lot
are
of
fucking
thi-
weird, man.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're
Just
right.
grabbing different household objects.
But I mean,
Will
like
this fit?
when I'm cleaning, like
Yeah.
I mean, when I'm in the shower, like I'm not getting in my asshole per se, but I'm fucking. You know, I don't want a dirty ass.
You clean it inside your butt, like. in
Oh,
the-
dude, I'll probably at least get like at least probably like the tip of my pinky, like a little soap on it, fucking. Is that gay?
I
Does
just
that
have
make
like
me gay?
No.
I have more of like an aggressive swiping motion where I get deep in.
Oh yeah, but like on the
deep
back
in
of the
this
hand. Yeah. Like I get fucking just load up the fucking hand of soap.
Yeah, my girlfriend won't touch the soap that I use to wash myself. She's like, I know you just take that soap bar and just shove it up your ass when you're cleaning yourself. I'm like, yep, you are completely right. But I tell her, no, I don't.
Are you a bar soap guy?
Huh?
You a bar soap guy?
Yeah, I like
For,
bar
body.
soap.
I do too. Like I don't know
Make
for
my
some
skin
reason.
feel all tight and shit.
Yeah, for
clean.
some reason it makes it feel like I actually like
Yeah, I
fucking
don't
clean.
like the bar soap. Makes my skin dry.
Do you clean with like a towel,
What?
like a washcloth or something?
What is
You
it?
like soap up
loofah.
wash it?
loofah.
You do
Loofah.
loofah? You loofah guy?
Sometimes.
I'm either a bar soap or like just fucking spray it in my hand, just fucking wipe down. But I like try to like not be fucking sitting in the water, wipe myself down. Like I'll let that shit marinate for a second. Like I shampoo, let the shit sit, body wash, shampoo all at the same time, fucking wipe it all off. Get out of the shower, rub this dick, get out of there.
Do you ever use conditioner? You do the 2-in-1 or whatever it is.
I usually mostly just use shampoo. I used to use shit conditioner as a kid because I thought you had to. Then a girl told me as I got older, she's like, dude, you don't even need to wash your hair every day. She's like, you're just ruining your hair. I went, what? She goes, you're just drying it out. Like, wash your hair every like 1 or 2 times you take a shower.
Yeah, you don't even have to. You
The
can
natural
wash it like
oils in
once a
your-
week.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I still I shampoo pretty much every time just because I don't like the feeling of fucking greasiness. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Like I don't
be
like to
greasy.
be. I don't, as sweaty of a boy as I fucking am and have been. I don't like being sweaty.
Well, clean your body, not your hair.
I can't help sweating.
And like your face and shit. And like your hair will get wet from it, but like it won't be like not oily anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like I've done like I'll wash the face and just like I'll go wet the hair.
Yeah, just water on the hair.
But I'm not. Yeah, I've done that. It's just if I got the shampoo, I'll fucking just drip a little. Especially when I got short hair like this.
Trust me, my aunt cuts hair. No, I'm just kidding. I've never asked her advice
Cosmetologist.
on that stuff before.
What'd you say?
I've never asked her advice on that stuff before, so I actually couldn't tell you.
Oh,
I'm just a fucking genius.
Genius.
Amazing IQ. I've never actually taken an IQ test.
do you get randomly IQ tests as kids now?
Maybe. I don't
Maybe.
know.
What's a high IQ score? 700s? 800s?
I'm pretty sure they just
Thousands?
ask you as a small child whether or not you like men or not.
I like how
Yeah,
Jacob
what?
fucking pulls the mic away from himself.
I have to go take a piss really bad.
Oh, okay. Go pee. Go pee. Go pee. Go pee.
Yeah, you go.
Yeah, you can go pee. I'm not gonna stop the video and audio. We'll just keep rolling. You'll be back.
Yes.
Here. You want to talk about dwarfs?
Dwarfs, yeah.
It was an event outside of the hillbilly scene. You know, outside of the chaos of the one dude in the front row that had obviously a clear problem with either little people or just.
Oh yeah. Well, I almost wanted to say like
That dude has fucked all of his kids.
at first I wanted to call
And
that
his-
he was part of the show, but he clearly was not.
He was not. And also, like, I don't even think he was that drunk. I think that's that dude's just personality. People were like, he must have been inebriated. I was like, nah, dude just sucked. I was like, he is exactly what racism looks like.
Yeah, he did just suck like that.
Oh, I couldn't take my eyes off the guy. I was like, I'll fuck this dude up. Like, a part of me was like, I want to go over there and kick this dude's
We
ass.
did call he was going to get a midget in lap, and he did.
Oh! There was a few times where I was like, oh, I think they're trying to throw shit at this guy. And by that, like, they're trying to throw their bodies onto
Yeah.
him and trying to hurt him. I was like, hell yeah.
A couple times it was hard. Like, it was not what I expected for that. And I was like, oh, like, they actually don't like this
Oh, yeah,
guy.
they're like fucking throwing
That-
shoulders.
That's when
in
I
there.
realized, like, he's not part of the show. I was like, they just think this guy's a douche like the rest of us.
Yeah. Dude, he was the loudest person there, and you could hear him. So I was like, holy fuck, we're just letting this dude say whatever he wants.
Him and Nubby.
Dude, I
guess
couldn't
I kind
couldn't
of feel
imagine
bad
being
about
like his kid.
I feel bad about the Nubby thing after the whole if it was a veterans thing.
Stumpy?
You
You feel bad about Stuntman? Stuntman had a fucking blast. Stuntman didn't fucking, he's bumping fucking people with it. He couldn't. He had a fucking, that was a great day for him. I don't feel bad for Stumpy at all. He's all smiles.
It was great. What, 2 hours?
I bet he's
long?
happier than I am.
2 hours about it was.
Yeah. Almost exactly.
2 hours of good laughter, I would say.
Worth the fucking $40,
Yeah,
bro.
definitely will go in the ringside again though, because standing up.
Yeah, I would just definitely go earlier because the only downside is, we got there late, obviously, because we're degenerates and we're never on time for anything. But we got 3 seats, so like we got our
It didn't
seats.
start though. Like,
But
it
we were
wasn't
right by
starting.
the fucking amps, dude, and
Oh.
they were just blasting my eardrums.
Even for 2 hours after, my ears were ringing out.
Oh, I kept hearing fucking, here I go again on my own. Going down the only road.
It was like you're at like a fucking concert right up front. Like, you're there for the experience. You ain't hearing shit. That's probably part of the reason why we stood up, because we couldn't hear it.
Yeah, you're probably right. I was like, what the fuck did he say? Veterans, stand up for veterans? All right, fucking, you guys are awesome. What? We're veterans now? All right, salute to us.
See, and
Thanks,
that's
fellas.
what I thought he was saying, like stand up for the veterans.
But then you always think, like, it's in every other scenario you've ever heard that it's always, can I get the veterans to stand up and we'll clap for the veterans because they always stand up. Because it would be weird for the veterans to be sitting down and be like, thank you. I like how you guys look over me. Clap.
I'm
Thank
weird
you."
about that stuff. I don't even like to like stand up for it, especially because like we had like a veterans like dinner thing at my school, but it was like for lunch one day. That catered in nice food and stuff. I'm like, yeah, can all the veterans in like in the school like stand up, and I'm just the only fucking one. I'm just like they're like clapping for me. I'm like, this is so weird. I don't really like this.
Yeah.
And it just makes me feel uncomfortable. That's just because I'm kind of like, I don't know. I stay in my fucking apartment basically. I don't go out.
You just stay
I don't
in your
like
apartment?
people like that, dude. I don't really.
You
I'd
don't
rather
like
not
being
talk
noticed?
to people.
Yeah.
It's like you don't even know me. Just come. You wouldn't have to sit together. We can sit across the bar from each other, at each corner, like I do every
I mean,
goddamn
it's not like
time. I
that.
go to
Like
the bar.
I like the people that I like, but like
I literally go
especially
talk
if
to
it's like-
him.
Huh?
We hang out. If he's working, I'll go see him. If that lady's working, I'll go see her outside. And also, I'm always alone. Like it's always by myself. I'm not really ever going with anybody. And dude, I promise you, people like you're right. What's shitty is we've seen it in time and time again. What's shitty is eventually every other fucking time you're gonna get pissed off and annoyed because some hammered dude or just annoying ass fucking person is just gonna bother you.
Yeah.
But outside of that, dude, I just sit there, fake watch TV. People say wild shit out loud constantly, and it's nothing but joy and laughter for me. And then I can talk about it on here later
It's hilarious.
about how stupid people are in real
what's
life.
the most wild thing you've heard recently?
Recently?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I heard a political debate recently that I was just like,
They watch the news too much on either side.
No, just two dudes who just literally like it's just all. It's fuck everything except for what I think. You know,
100%.
fuck everything
They're
except
not
for whatever
voting for
I
anything
say is right, and whatever anybody's ever said else is wrong. And I'm just like, what a crazy way to do
Dude,
it.
that's the problem.
Just
with
what a
everybody
wild
these
way
days,
to live
dude.
your life. I'm like, so you're just always pissed off?
Yeah, dude.
I think they are just walk around always pissed off, waiting for the opportunity to do things like that.
Also, same dudes like doing that thing. Same dudes with the fucking dwarf thing.
Yep.
Yeah, dude, and
I'll
like,
kick your ass. Now he'll kick your ass.
and, like nobody even like these days tries to even like know someone as like a person before they're like, okay, it's time
What are your
to talk
politics?
about the
Yeah.
politics.
What do you believe in
Yeah.
religion was?
What now?
Yeah.
A month ago when we went to the Sioux Falls the first time, first Lyft driver we get into.
Oh, boom! Right off
First
the back.
fucking Lyft driver, right off the back, right goes into
These gas prices
These
are
gas
high because of
prices.
Biden.
Like right away, like we couldn't even talk about anything else. Like
Let's go,
get in the fucking
Brandon.
Lyft driver, and he just goes straight into the let's go
Dude.
Brandon shit.
They tell us to go buy fucking Teslas and be like, oh yeah, just go take out a loan and go buy a fucking Tesla or an electric car. And be like, okay, you're blaming us for the ozone layer in our fucking cars when you guys have launched, like, the U.S. launched, like, over 100 nukes into our fucking atmosphere in the 50s. Like, and that shit was not, like, it didn't do anything fucking good for the environment, I don't think. You're fucking nuking up there, bro.
Just
And you're
fire them
telling
off.
you're telling us to go buy this shit, and you want to tax us more, so, hey.
They had to kill Godzilla, man.
Get a loan on
Yeah,
it.
Godzilla was up there,
You're getting a
bro.
loan on a
I don't
car
know.
that most people won't have that loan paid off before the batteries are bad.
That's what I mean. Like, it's like, and even like a used vehicle's insanely expensive right now, dude. Like all this like inflation shit. I mean, like eventually wages catch up because like if you look at it, like yeah,
Oh, I'm
before
dirt
like
poor right
people
now.
like you could go into the
So I
store
do
and you
this.
could buy something with like a fucking nickel. Now you can't do that anymore, obviously. And that was
I don't
only
even know
like
if you can go
70
get-
years ago.
To any fast food restaurant, and get like a burger or something for $1 anymore.
Yeah, there's no such thing as an
Like a
actual dollar
legit
menu.
just $1?
Yeah, like it used to
I was
be
gonna say
$1.
you can
Yeah.
still get a
Or
McChicken, but it's like
$1.07.
a dollar
Yeah.
fucking. I
No.
think it's even more than $7 now. I think
All
it's
the
like
Dollar
$1.20.
Generals are $1.25, dude. Dollar
Yeah.
General, Dollar Tree, $1.25. There's no dollar. In
Yeah,
Yeah.
I totally. Somebody, I don't know who told me about that.
I'll still
The Dollar
fuck up a
Tree
few
thing.
McChickens.
Like
though.
the last time I was in Dollar Tree, like their big thing was everything's $1.
$1.25 now.
Now it's all $1.25.
I mean, it's still way better.
when they said there's
Do you
something,
think they should change their name?
yeah, Kid
$2
Dollar Tree.
store.
Well, I guess since it doesn't, but their tagline was always everything's $1. But their name, like, I guess doesn't really matter because you look at like Dollar General too. It's Dollar General, but like things are definitely not $1
They
there.
got $10
Yeah.
shit there.
Oh yeah, they got. It's like just a regular general store at that point.
Mm-hmm.
Here's some dad advice for all the fatherless degenerates out there. Go to Dollar General for all your munchies because they got good snacks for $1.25, not $1.
That is fucking like if you're near like a Costco, you can buy shit in bulk, and then you got fucking like 6 pounds of pork rinds just sitting in the fucking back corner of your house.
Yeah, like they got like packs of chips and stuff in there, energy drinks, juice.
Yeah.
And they have like random like household stuff. Like you can go get like your soap and stuff. Like instead of like getting
Paper
great
towels,
value, you can go get it for $1.
giant packs of toilet paper to last you.
I will say it is like a Dollar General, like general stores like that, more convenient because it's just like quicker in and out, getting all fucking like just most of the essential shit you need.
Yeah.
Instead of going to like a fucking Walmart or like whatever, and you're like, I gotta walk around all these
Well,
goddamn
And then you
Well,
aisles.
and
forget
it's-
stuff because
yeah.
it's so big.
A lot
Yeah.
of them you're seeing in like the smaller towns, so it's nice for like, say like
I'd say even big towns.
Cottonwood. You know,
You got
Cottonwood.
bodegas and shit, like mom and pop shops.
But I'm saying like Cottonwood, instead of driving like the 15 minutes to Marshall, they'll go to Walmart. They have a Dollar General there. Yeah, they might pay not the same price or get like as quality stuff, but they can still get what they're looking for
Yeah,
right there in town without driving into town, into Marshall.
exactly.
Mm.
Yeah,
Team's gonna
I
lose
like
this
going
game.
there.
Yeah,
I didn't go there
well,
for a long
shitty.
time, and then I started going there more because I was like, wait, I can just get a lot of this shit for $1. Granted, if you have like a really good washer and like washer dryer, your dishwasher and stuff, you probably shouldn't put that detergent in there
No,
because it's not high performance stuff. But yeah,
at Breezy we get they have like a cleaning thing. We used to use it in high school here. It's like Awesome or something like that. It's like a yellow thing, and it's super concentrated, so you have to dilute it with water. But it's so cheap, and it works fabulous. It's like the best cleaner sanitizer thing I've ever used. It's so nice.
Awesome. That's what it's called.
Awesome.
You're awesome.
Thank you.
Oh, he's got an empty net.
Yeah. Got his hat trick off that. Dumb.
All right, you guys want to end with more? We'll end with abortions. How about that?
Abortions, okay.
Are they going to try to overturn Roe v. Wade? Or they're going to do it? I don't fucking know. That's what I've been reading recently, and I will say,
It's not even overturning though. It's just like leaving it up to the states. So there's still just going to be a lot of states where it's like, you
cool.
can do whatever.
Cool beans.
And then
yeah.
but then there will be states though where it's like,
As a
you
guy
can't.
who doesn't wear condoms, I'm gonna leave it up to the lady. She want the
mean,
kid, great. She don't want the kid, I totally understand that too.
Yeah, and it always falls back on to like, hey, like I'm not carrying a fucking kid, so it's not up to me in the end.
Yeah, in the
But,
end,
like-
it's really not up to you.
But like at the same time, people are like freaking out bad. Like they're threatening like federal fucking judges, which is illegal. In the fucking United States of America is illegal, but they're just like not saying anything about it. There's people protesting outside judges' houses saying like, hey, if you guys are overturning Roe v. Wade or whatever, they're not. They're just putting it so like, hey, your state can decide whether or not you can do it or not, which is what America's supposed to be. Like you're supposed to be able to decide what you do where you live. Power to the fucking people.
It's the reason why we
So,
have
like-
fucking state borders, right?
It's just like, I don't know, people are just fucking stupid these days, dude. Like, and plus people are just cooped up and mad.
It's the same
and, like,
thing
they
that
wanna
I
be
said, like-
violent, like
That's the thing is we spent 2 years all cooped up, and now we're going through a bunch of this super controversial shit.
Yeah.
Everybody's back out in public again, yelling at
Fucking-
each other.
Yeah, and yeah, they haven't had time to sit and argue with other people besides their wives, but that's also why we have the highest divorce rate now. Like,
Yeah.
Stop getting married. God damn it.
Getting
fuck
married.
that.
What a loss. Like, it doesn't
Don't
make
get married
sense.
right away.
None of it makes sense anymore.
Even, so yesterday, another thing, towards the end of the night.
You can still, be committed to your gal or guy if you want to without having to fucking be like, I gotta tell the fucking church about this.
Trust
No,
me.
Tell your
It doesn't
mom.
matter how much you love them. I don't think you should
Kill
let the
yourself.
government get involved in your relationship.
I talked about it this last
It
night.
can't be saving you that much money.
I talked
No.
about this last
Neither
night.
am
And it got the whole bar into the a little debate because there was a new couple that came in that just got married and everybody's all happy for him. I was like, that sucks for you.
Yeah.
Talking kind of saying it to the guy, and everybody's like, what? And I was like, that sucks. Fuck marriage. Just
Dude,
doesn't make sense to me.
You can ride or die
It's not
for
like
anybody.
You're not
You
really
don't-
saving any money.
No. And I'm like, it's just a ring and a fucking
Get 'em a
event
ring.
that you put on. You put on an event and you wear a ring.
Why does it have to be official? Get them what is it called? Promise ring?
I've told you, I said, I'll just get a fucking, I don't even need, I'll just get a tattoo of a ring and be like, yeah, I'm with this lady. You see it? Her name's on the fucking ring tattoo.
You know why it
putting
is?
the
It's
name, I'm
'cause-
just putting the ring.
In all that exchange of
One ring
money
to
and
rule
stuff,
them all.
when you're going through your divorce, I bet the government's taking some kind of tax out of that shit, and they're like, "Oh yeah.
Oh,
Divorce.
100%.
We're getting pay out of this. Yeah, we're getting involved in this, so that's why you guys aren't gonna be married anymore. You got to pay us to get married anymore. Yeah, what the fuck?
I mean, also, if, you are really religious,
Still paying.
if you're really religious and then get divorced, then you can't even be back in the church anymore. That fucking sucks. You're
Yeah,
really
like,
taking
you're
a lot of
Catholic.
chances with marriage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's like
As degenerates, we don't give a fuck. I'd be like, I'm not allowed in church anyways, so why the fuck would I care? But, yeah, if, I don't know, you come home and your wife's just getting fucking piped up by a guy like me, well, then you can't go to church anymore because your wife fucked up? Seems like a loss, man.
But also, how does that work?
Well, first of all, we would have to meet, at a grocery store or something. I'd make something talking about you picking up carrots or you want to get corn cobs later, something like fruit, penis related vegetables, and then bing bang boom, I'm bagging her in the back of a car. I don't know. Moms. I didn't think that was going to stop the show there. I didn't think I was going to be the one to really be the showstopper of this episode. Sorry.
Talking about moms.
I love banging moms. It just so happens that all of them have kids.
Happy
And
delayed Mother's Day.
Oh!
Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to a guy who kills
Mother's
it,
Day episode.
who kills in the age range of 30 to like 45
Oh,
because he
God.
looks like an adult since he's been 18.
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's what I noticed when I shaved a mustache. I had more old ladies smiling at me.
With the
mustache?
mustache?
Yeah, with the mustache.
Also,
they might
like,
not be smiling
mustache-
in a good way.
Oh, it was fucking. I don't care. I don't care.
The mustache is an old dude style. Like, usually a lot of times the older dudes get, I know nowadays, fucking, like every kid in high school is like, I'm gonna rock fucking peach fuzz. But you look like, that's when you look really creepy, is when you can't grow a mustache and you're just like rocking just
You have a
fucking,
little
like,
bit there and you
just a
for
shade
men,
of
you can
something.
actually
It's like
see
a
it.
pencil stash.
I've seen dudes fucking comb that. I'm like, oh, I want to knock your teeth out. But yeah, no, like the thing about like Tom Selleck, like all the fucking like 80s and 90s, like big,
Big mustaches.
like men of the year, fucking like most handsome men are almost all like dudes rock mustaches. Even
Yeah.
Johnny Depp, fucking Orlando Bloom, it's all his mustache, like a little goatee maybe
Yep.
most of the time. But dude, mustache is king.
Hey, and all the porn stars back in the 80s and 70s had one, so.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
the
who they
porn
And they were
wanted to
stars-
fucking.
watch fuck.
And they were
so-
fucking,
they
yeah.
wanted to watch guys with mustaches fuck.
Yo, a girl wants to feel a little hair down there, and it doesn't. And she's gonna be clean shaven.
Totally unrevolved to the whole porn thing. You know, my grandpa used to tell me with mustaches, that's what he used to clean off his food before he eats it, so that's why I have it.
Wipe off his food.
What? What did you say? I didn't hear
It's
that.
like a broom, dude.
Yeah.
Oh, Gus. Like a broom. I fucking sweep this into the corner.
Yeah.
Tell my wife I love her.
For your grandpa back then, it would have been probably more like a comb.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
You want to get out of here?
I don't care.
What is it? I only have like a minute, I think, to cut out of this fucking thing.
I was gonna say, because you started out and you cut out what we were talking about before, right?
I'm going off the video
We're
here.
talking
And
about
I'm
the
seeing
aliens.
time-wise in the video, and I think we'll be good because I think the video's going to be mine. You know,
So when
like-
we're talking about the aliens and stuff, it's not in there.
you guys were talking aliens?
I'm just
UFOs?
kidding.
They're releasing a UFO thing soon.
Yeah.
Like they are release. I don't know. They did something where like they're gonna release some like the most captured UFO fucking flying saucer. I'm sure it'll be like something out of the fucking 30s.
Well, they've
You know,
been
black and
releasing,
white.
like videos about that stuff. Like all the like weird like alien videos you've seen. It's like stuff they've released.
Yeah, but I mean like with technology nowadays, you can doctor a bunch of shit, bro.
Oh yeah.
Oh, 100%.
So,
yeah.
That's why people don't even believe that nukes are real. They're like, oh, that's a fucking sandbox. Fucking, it's a little like sandbox with water and shit, and they're like a claymation.
Go
of,
tell
of
like
an
people in
explosion.
Japan that nukes aren't real.
That's what I mean. I'm dude,
Do you think they made that up?
like they can
They're
make
like, "You
really
bombed
big
us."
bombs, like from just like simple shit. So
Maybe that's why they bombed the island of Hiroshima, because everybody who's there is like, what? That wasn't a real place. Right? It was an island, right?
Island.
Am I wrong? Hiroshima was an island?
hey, Japan,
Japan's an island itself, but like, is not Hiroshima an island?
We're all thinking
An
about
island
it.
off Japan? It's not an
American
island.
education system has failed us.
I don't know geometry.
Failed us. Yeah, and, all the numbers and shapes and yeah, fuck that.
It's all the same.
Yeah. Numbers,
Everything's
shapes,
the
letters.
same. There's no such thing as a shape.
Nope. Everything's flat.
Yeah. Big flat earther guy. Fuck that. Let's get out of here. And I'm not going to detail conspiracy theories with you two idiots.
You
All right.
be crazy. Yeah, that's good.
We're not gonna switch over to Patreon. I think we're gonna go to the bar. Maybe hang one down there. Join the Patreon, patreon.com, tie us together. Sumo and I are gonna try to keep doing videos and shit like that. Hopefully next week we got, some sweet piece of grass coming through. And
Also, possibly, deck is in place. Patio out at the bar.
oh yeah, live soon, live
So as
shows.
soon-
And it's warm weather now,
As
so like
soon as that thing gets finally all set up, it might be done today. I don't know. I haven't been there.
yeah,
patio
we're gonna
equipment.
start getting sweaty outside. Sumo's actually gonna start like We're gonna get our GoPros in here. Well, one of these days we'll get our shit together.
Yeah,
one of these goddamn
we'll look
days.
a little more professional.
Yeah, one of these goddamn days we'll show up and we'll actually put on a show. But I thought this was,
This is great.
the more sober I show up, I do think does help the show a little bit. Been really rolling on a bender for a while, so as long as Tyus can keep it together, we stay together. Tie us together. Jacob, appreciate the fuck out of this guy, and
Love
I don't
that,
know.
man.
Hell yeah.
We're gonna spread the word. Appreciate the people. Talk to y'all next week.